Hello, friends. Welcome. I got us some shit to open. So, I have here the ST15 to ST20, and you may be wondering why there's only two here. Well, I don't need to buy this big of a box for them. They're all in here. So, we're just going to go through unboxing them. I have not taken a look at these cards, so all this is going to be kind of new to me. Some of these may be familiar if you already have bought the older starter decks. The older starter decks have some reprints, these are the reprints of some older starter decks. But there are some new flavor cards in here, and well, it's just going to be exciting to look at them. So let's take them out of their packaging. My local game store gave it to me very neatly in these boxes. And yeah. Okay. So let's get a little organized here. Let's get a little organized. And we're going to do them in order. So, let's look for number 15. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Here we go. So, number 15. It's Whitebeard. Now, I have not seen Whitebeard at a lot of locals. I don't know if he's making a comeback. Oh, I need something to cut with. Whomp. I stole your scissors. So, let's take a look. For newer players who might be getting these packs, because the older packs might be outpriced for you, and you'll just have to buy the singles instead. Whitebeard was a crazy good leader back in OPO1 season, OPO2. I didn't used to play back then. I just knew he was hella popular. Wait a second. Excuse me. Is there something back there that I didn't expect? Hold on. Gina. What? It comes with an extra pack? Okay. Well, this is kind of saucy. We'll be opening this too. I have already ordered 4 booster boxes of these. I didn't know that this was coming in here. But we will open these too in this video. But let's get these out first. I'm gonna throw it off to the side. My girlfriend's probably not gonna like walking around it. Let me just, I have not even checked if the audio is picking up. Yeah, it seems like if I'm talking, the audio is picking up. So bam. And, let's see, directly underneath. So I have a reference point. We're going to keep these off to the side. I don't really like that they're all like bent and shoved inside. Hopefully that doesn't affect the quality of the cards. But we are going to open this now. Let's see. Here we go. Got. Next time around, I should definitely get like a trash. Okay. That's probably not the best for the audio. Me shoving my chair around. But you can look at the leader here. The leader is, he is, if you look closely, a 6-life leader, and his main, end of turn, you can opt into drawing a card from your hand, from your life. So you immediately, turn 1, get an extra draw, which is really valuable, giving him a lot of early aggression. He is also, I believe, a 6k leader. Yep, you just have a lot of early aggression. Honestly, I should make one of these decks because he looks like a lot of fun, very simple, but very effective. I'm going to put this card right here. And I think we're going to work from the back so that we don't spoil ourselves with the super rares. Right here is the Dawn. Nothing special really about that. And right here, see, so this is going to be a card that I've seen before, Fusa. What he does is, he's just a blocker, just a 2k2 drop a blocker, nothing crazy. That's going to be immediately put onto TCG Marketplace because that is just bulk for me. I also don't think it's that great into the actual playstyle of the deck, but this is a good card. I can see this being used. Haruta. He's a 2-cost 3k, 1k counter, and he he allows you to attach 1 Rested Dawn to your leader, making him a really good engine to just get more value, swing early 7Ks. We got 4 of those, by the way. If anybody needs that for their count. We have 4 Fusa and 4 Haruta. We got 4 Nummels, just a 3k vanilla or a 3-cost vanilla. We have here Speed Jill, a 4-cost vanilla. 4 of these, 4 of these. And then here's a good card for any Whitebeard flavor deck. If you're playing Marco, whether you're playing Whitebeard, maybe even like Zoro, you're playing a Whitebeard variant. You got Izo. He is a 1-cost searcher. Standard stuff. Here we have, not sure what this does really. It says, if you have 3 or less life, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effect during this turn. Not sure the significance of that. Is this a mandatory effect? Like you can't opt out of it? This is potentially a mandatory effect. So then, I'm not sure. Is this to prevent you from taking self-damage? You're just paying 1 to make sure you don't take your own poison? So anyway, that's going to be a... oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. Maybe I should move this up a little bit. That's just another 4 of in this deck. And then up next, this actually, I believe, is a new card. Never seen this before. It is Rakuyo. And their effect is Dawn ×1, your turn. All your characters with Whitebeard type gain plus 1,000. So he's like a Zoro. He is like a Zoro leader if it was a card. I can see that being effective because you do swarm the board pretty fast. Okay, now this is a good card. This is a good card for Portgas Ace, whatever you want. Like any Whitebeard, this is something gonna be. This is gonna be a staple. You got 4 of Marco, blocker Marco. Whenever he's KO'd, you can trash 1 Whitebeard type card, I believe. Yep, and he comes back from trash rested. So that will save you some Dawn, or save you some life. Honestly, I'm gonna, like, what's the point of keeping this here? This is all garbage. The Dawn. We're getting into some more of the interesting cards. We got a 4 of 2-cost Jozu, who gets Rush if you have 2 or less life and you attach a Dawn. So that's just your standard draw 2k counter. Very good for a 6k leader. Here's a 2 of in the deck. It is a 2k, 1 cost 2k with 2k counter. If your leader has Whitebeard Pirates, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 for this turn, and then add 1 card from the top of your life to your hand. So it's an accelerator, potentially allowing you to KO or remove a character from field. So this is just a 2 of. You're going to need 2 starter decks in order to get a full set of that Thatch. So here we have a 4 of King Do. Your opponent, on your opponent's turn, when a character is KO'd by an effect, up to one of your leaders gains plus 2,000 during this turn. Not sure how that is good. You have to initiate a KO effect on your opponent's turn in order to give your leader a defensive ability. Oh wait, I'm stupid. He's a blocker. If he blocks, bam. You're not only getting a hit away because you're blocking using him, but you also get bonus power to defend out of other blocks. On top of your opponent just wants to remove this character, they can't KO him, they have to trash him or put him underneath your deck. That seems like a pretty good card, actually. And a 4k stat line is not terrible. Becomes somewhat of a swinger if you need him to be. Now we have another 4 of in the deck. If your leader is Edward Newgate, specifically Edward Newgate, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effect during this turn. So this potentially is a character which allows you to not succumb to your own poison again. And then finally, we have our super rares. So our super rares are going to be Portgas Ace. Let's see what he does. He is a 5-cost 6k. If your leader is Whitebeard type, this character gains Rush. That's already really good, a 6k rusher. It's a 5-cost though. So he's got to have an effect that's better than the 3-cost 5k rush Zoro, plus 1k of difference, once per turn. Your turn or the opponent's turn. This character, if this character would be removed from field by your opponent's effect, you may give this character minus 2,000. So this character has a lot of stick potential. It's an interesting feature considering I'm not entirely sure why Portgas Ace would have that and not Marco. But, wow, I love the art on this card. The card coming up. 7-cost Whitebeard. 8,000 power. On play, give up to 1 rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters. Activate main. You may rest this card and KO up to one of your opponents with 5k power or less. Just removing a 5k? And then you have an 8k blocker in a way because your opponent's going to want to attack this to get it off the field. There's a lot of potential here. This is a really good card. This is a really, really good card. Damn. Look at that. Oh, and it's activate main. Dude, imagine you put this on like a freaking... What is it? Is it Chaka? Or is it Pell? Who like minuses 2k when attacking and has 1 Dawn attached. Bam, you put him down, you get 1 Dawn attached, you rest this character, easy peasy. You've not only gotten a swing off with your Pell or Chaka, I forget who it is, but then you also remove a character. That's really good. That's uber good. So now, you know, we've gone through this list. I will not do a whole pack opening of another one. What's the point of that even? You already saw all the cards. But I got 2 because, you know, I need to get 2 of these, 2 of the Portcasty Ace, and 2 of the Thatches. And you need to get 2 starter decks in order to get a full set of 4. So, there we go. That is the Whitebeard deck. I'm going to make a mess, I guess. Let me just... You know what? For most decks that I have, for most cards, I usually keep just a 4 of. Well, maybe I should keep like an 8 of any like searchers, because like searchers are just ubiquitous. If you want to play that type, you have to have searchers, and they're cheap. They're pretty cheap, at least, unless they're a super rare searcher, or maybe even like a rare searcher like Bello Betty. Maybe I should just keep some extra. So now I have to think how I'm going to store these away as I move on to the next. And I think I have an idea. I'm going to keep them in the box that I was given for the time being. So I'm excited to open these too. We're going to hold off on that. Potential for a manga rare inside of those. But we got to move on to the next opening. We got to move on to 16. 16 is, as everyone knows, Drake's favorite number. Where the hell did I put it? Okay. So, 16 is Uta. And Uta is uber cool. I think this is like one of the prettiest and cutest women in One Piece. Not to be like, oh, waifu, that's fucking cringe to me. I just think she's like really dope, like with regards to like her design. I always like am gravitated towards any character that like covers their eyes, whether it's like guy or girl. And I think that she is probably one of the coolest characters in any One Piece movie because of how music is incorporated into that actual film. I've watched a lot of clips of that film. I've not actually watched the full film. We got one more of these. I'm going to throw some more trash off to the side. I'll clean that up later. And let's open up this bad boy. Well, I guess bad bitch. I love the Uta deck. It is relentless. It is also one of my friend's favorite. I'm having so much trouble opening this right now. Why is that? Am I just ass? Oh my goodness. What the fuck is happening? I wish they would just use a nicer... I mean, I guess it has to go through like a lot of shipping and handling. So they need to like wrap it real tight with like some cheap material that will also like not shift around. So anyway, we're gonna again go from the back to keep the SRs hidden. We got that 10 Dawn. Don't need to really show that. Oh, what is this art, bro? What is this art? I am surprised. We got 8 cost, 4 of 10k Luffy in a full art non-holo. Man, that is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Put that into some nice sleeves, dude. What the fuck? There's a lot of... We got... I guess this must be the, like, appeal. You got Taught Musica. Taught Musica here. Let me put it right here. Look at that art. If you may rest one of your Uta cards, rest up to 2 of your opponent's Dawn cards. Man, this would be uber annoying to play against if you're playing Nami. And I am a Nami main. Maybe some people will click off the video if I say that. I love playing Nami because math. Let's look at this. Gorgeous cards, more to come, more to come. We got the World's Continuation. Counter, if your leader is Uta, you may return any number of characters on your field to the owner's hand. Up to one of your leaders or characters gains 2k power during this battle for every returned character. Damn. How does that even work? Like, you get 2k for every returned character? Who would you want to return back? You don't really have many, like, searchers in this deck, because, like, your searcher is, like, Nami. Wait. Does this stay for the turn? No, it says for the battle. So anyway, that's a 4 of. Dude, wait, this pack opening is gorgeous. This is amazing. We have another 4 of Where the Wind Blows, some more spells for Uta. Look at this. If your leader is Uta, set all of your film type characters as active at the end of your turn. What a protected board. What a protected board that is. I'm going to put this up here. I guess I don't need to really show these right now. Well, you know, keep your attention. We got up next a 3-cost event. If your leader is Uta, up to 2 of your opponents' rested characters with a 4 cost will not become active for the next refresh phase. Trigger activate main. Okay, I did not read the trigger of all of these either, so there's a trigger for this one too. Set all of your film cards as active. Wow. These are some amazing triggers. What is this? This deck is going to be so fun to play next set. Amazing. I might have to build her. I mean, most of her cards are starter deck cards anyway. This is an uber cheap deck to run that is very viable. Bartolomeo, one of the most fun, beautiful like pieces of art I've ever seen. We got a 2-cost 3k, 1k counter. End of your turn, rest this character, set up to one of your film type characters other than Bartolomeo as active. Dude, this is giving you so much board protection. Uta's gonna feel strong. Uta is going to feel strong. It'll make her head... She's like... Oh my goodness. Dude, what is this? So you got a 3-cost... Oh, this is a reprint. I'm not sure. Some of these might have already been reprints. But I know what this one is. But you got I'm Invincible. Main, set up to one of your Uta leaders as active. So you get to strike twice with your leader. Maybe go for some finishing blows. Right? And then trigger up to one of your leader or characters gains 1,000 power during this turn. So potentially adding some more defensiveness to your whatever you're trying to protect. Now, I didn't even go over the leader, so let's at least go over the leader. I was going from the back. So the leader, attach 1 Dawn, and you can search the top. You can search the top card, reveal the top card. If the top card is film, you get to keep it. Very good effect, giving you like infinite card draw. Okay, on top of card draw, new Genesis, amazing art. You have 1 Dawn, reactivate a Dawn. So it's like, you know, it's effectively free, right? and then search the top 5 cards for a film type. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Very, very good. Let's see. We got backlight. You get 2 options. If your leader's Uta, choose one of the following: rest up to 1 5-cost character, or KO up to 1 rested 5-cost. Whoa. Throwing that shit. Bam, you're gonna go there. Okay. Now let's get into a 2 of. Wow, this art looks very familiar. It's not a full art, but we got a 2 cost 3k, 2k counter. If you have a rested Uta that can include your leader, this character gains plus 1000 power. So I guess maybe this is some early game potential, giving you a little bit of some early game potential. Alright, bro. We got Charlotte Katakuri. Don't know what the fuck this has to do with film. I have not watched the movie. And, dude, I was like, is this a 3 of? But I must have just left one of the cards on the back here. I did. So we got a 3 cost 4k, 1k counter. If your leader is film, so this can expand to other green films, and you have 6 or more rested cards. Oh, that's just 6 or more rested cards. So that can be 2 rested characters and then 4 rested Dawn. This character gains 2000 power. So that's a 3/6 if you can pull it off consistently. A 3 cost 6k if you can pull it off consistently. Though, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't strike me as anything all that crazy. 3 6s, maybe like a 2/6 would be good, but I'm not sure. Oh, when you're attacking, does that count as your character is rested? So do you only need to rest like 5 things, and then this character, when it swings, it gets another? Maybe. Maybe it's good, actually. Maybe I'm thinking about it. It might be good. Okay, we got this ugly fuck. Gordon. He is a 2 cost 0k bouncer. What? He is a 2 cost 0k power 1k counter blocker. On your opponent's attack, you may trash any number of music type cards from your hand. Your leader or one character gains 1k power during this battle for every card trashed. Could be good. I'm honestly not sure. Doesn't sound that crazy. I'm not sure what the music archetype is like that insane at. But it could be good. Hello. How are you? She's shy. Okay, this is about to be insane. This card is going to be insane. And it's a full art. No, I don't know. Nah, it's not a full art. It just leaks into the side. Shanks. KO 1. No condition of your opponent's characters. Rested characters. So the condition is that they're rested, but you can KO anything. It could be an 11 cost Jack. It could be a 10 cost Luffy. If it's rested, it's KO'd. And then you got an 11k body on board. That's 9 cost, so it's like really hard to remove. This is a really good card. What a juicy card. And that's only a 2 of, by the way. And then we have this pretty card. We got Uta, signature of the deck. We have a 4 cost 6k blocker. So 6k blocker is already pretty good, and it's 4 costs instead of 5 costs, which is usually what it is. Activate main. You may trash 1 film type card from your hand. Give up to 1 rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters. Okay, its effect is very situational, I would say. But that being said, and I'm going to start wrapping up as I say this, wrapping up this particular opening, it's still probably going to be a staple of the deck. Because Uta really likes blockers. Uta also reactivates their own cards. So, you know, green in general does that. So you can block out, you can also use her as a striker while still blocking. If you have a dead card in hand, you can get a free Dawn attached to your leader to get a search off. It's not bad. But it's very conditional. Though, take my word with a grain of salt, I'm not the best One Piece player. But this starter deck pack opening was very fun because of all of the full arts you're getting. I'm going to have to show my girlfriend after this because, you know, even though they're not hollow, we always are going to appreciate to be able to see more of that One Piece art. Okay. So that's done with. We're going into some bad boys. We had a bad bitch last time. We got a bad boy. We got Don Quixote Doflamingo. So, I'm gonna not really be gentle with the packaging because I'm not keeping the actual cardboard. I don't give a crap. We're going. Oops. Just toss that to the side. Clean it up after. We got this. We got another one of the best PBR01. I'm going to be excited to post those pack openings also. PRB01. My girlfriend knows better. She doesn't even play. She's just much smarter than me. Is that true? Yeah. She said yeah. Why don't you come over here? She's shy. She's shy. I'm too loud. She doesn't like loud noises. She's like a cat. Alright. We got Don Quixote Doflamingo. I think his effect is, if I remember properly, attach 2 Dawn, rest 1. When attacking, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a 7 Warlords type with a cost of 4 or less, you may play this card rested. Which leads to a lot of shenanigans as you play out Jinbei, who will play out another card, and you're just getting some like early free cards. Like you're swinging turn 3, you're getting a card played out. That card has a pretty good effect. Maybe it's just as simple as a draw 1, but that's still very valuable. And it's a draw 1 6k with what's his face? The fucking Whitebeard son. Anyway, we're gonna go from the back, and I'm already seeing some gorgeous cards. We got our freaking trash Dawn. I wish they would give us like some kind of like special Dawn, maybe even shiny Dawn. But but this is a non-hollow. But anyway, it's still nice. So there's a hollow version of this card, but still we like it. This is the Jinbei I think I was talking about. No, I was wrong. This is not the Jinbei I was talking about. This is a 4-cost 5k, 1k counter. On KO, place this character, place up to 1 characters with a cost 3 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. So give me your own card. I don't really know why you'd want to do that, but you have 4 of full arts. Jinbei, one of my favorite characters actually. Hello. What? What are you looking at? How do you look? You look good. I like all black on you. Okay, so this is a reprint. I think this is also a reprint, but you get some nice art with it. You get Trafalgar Law. He's just a 1-cost 1k blocker. Chump blocker. Maybe valuable. You get 4 of that. This is definitely valuable, but it's also another reprint. Maybe good for some of you. This is a 4-cost 5k, 2k counter. Attach 1 Dawn when attacking, cycle through 2 cards, so you draw 2 cards and then trash 2 cards, so you get to fix your hand. Potentially beneficial, but definitely a 2k that you're going to want in your deck. Then we got this ugly card, Gecko Moria. So we got 4-cost 5k, 1k counter. I don't actually know what this does. Add up to 1/7 Warlords of the Sea or Thriller Bark type pirates uh, type characters with a cost of 4 or less other than Gecko Moria from your trash to your hand. So it helps you recycle some of your cards. If one of your combo pieces comes back into hand, you can then execute another combo. Bam! We just got a vanilla. An ugly vanilla. I wish they would have given him another art. That's a little disappointing. A little lazy. We have... ooh! So there's another Pacifista. Actually, he doesn't have a Pacifista typing. A little weird. Look at the top 2 cards from the top of your deck and reveal up to one of the 7 Warlords of the C-type cards and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. Wow, wow. So, on turn 3, you're not confident you're going to draw into a Warlord of the sea. Or maybe you went second, you go turn 4, you place this card down, right? You draw a card. Actually, no, you can't even do this turn 4. Or, sorry, forward on turn. Anyway, regardless, you get to draw a character into hand, then fix the next top card on your deck. So potentially, this is very, very good for consistency. I already know that this deck is already extremely popular, and for a starter deck to be very good makes it very good for the economy of the game. This is already going to help it out some more. Okay, seen this card before. 4-cost vanilla. Okay, this is a pretty decent card. It's a 2-cost 3k counter, 2-cost 3k counter, 4k counter, and you get to bottom deck a 3-cost or less one of your opponent's cards. Though it has to be an active character. Oh, no, it doesn't bottom deck. It returns to opponent's hand. Never mind. And you can returns to owner's hand. You can return one of your own cards. Sorry, I'm so dumb. Sorry. This is a 4-of. The trigger, you get to send a 4-cost back to the owner's hand. Very good card right here. Blocker, 3-cost 4k, 1k counter. You get to fix the top 5 cards of your deck. Very good. Here, this is what I heard might be a crazy card. A crazy card. So, 2-cost, 3k, 1k counter, activate main. You may place 1 card of your hand at the top of your deck. Give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader, or one of your characters. Damn. So this really helps you with consistency. There's a card that you don't really want, that you want to cheat out. It helps you get it out for just a little bit cheaper. We got something that might help out the next buggy leader. You got a 2-of. Let me pull this out. You got a 2-of, a 1-cost 2k counter. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Place them at the top in any order. Not top or bottom, just the top. So a little bit more restrictive, which is why it acts as a 2k also. But I can see that card being very good. Here we got Crocodile. Fan favorite. Excuse me. We got a 4-cost 5k, 1k counter. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card has 7 Warlords of the Sea type, draw 2 cards and then place 1 card from your hand at the top of your deck. Dude. Some really good combo pieces. Some really saucy combo pieces. Now we got our super rares. We got a vanilla statted 4-cost 6k Boa Hancock blocker. Look at the top 3 cards. Look at the 3 cards from the top of your deck and place at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. Then give up to 1 rested Dawn to your 7 Warlords of the Sea type leader or character cards. Very good. Helping you pull out that aggression. Just very good. So we have Mr. Trafalgar Law, fan favorite. We got a 4-cost 5k, 1k counter. If you may return one of your characters to your owner's hand. If your leader has 7 Warlords of the Sea type, return one character with a cost of 4 to the owner's hand. So you can return one of your own characters to your hand, and then you can return a 4-cost to your hand. So you can effectively do like one of the chump searchers and fixers, and then get that effect recurring again and again. So, regardless, you need to pick up this. Like, if you are planning to play Buggy, if you are planning to play maybe even Queen, some of these might be good for Queen, especially the Don Quixote del Flamingo blocker. But if you're planning to play specifically the ST17 or I think it's ST3 Dol Flamingo, you need to pick up this deck because this is one saucy list. Despite there being some vanillas that are just absolutely ugly, they make up for it with some really good effects on the other cards. So there we go. We are moving on to 18. Now 18 is going to be a nice one. Mr. 18. Hopefully that vibration isn't picking up. That is my phone. Is our boy, Monkey D. Luffy. I may have to stop recording part of the way through this because we are running low on battery. We have 30% left, but I think I can get through 18 on that. I'm opening up the box here. We have our, and don't worry, I'm not gonna have to, it's gonna all be fine because I actually have more batteries. I just need to change the battery out. We have another one of these. I'll keep that for later. Going to try to rip through this packaging that is causing me so much issues. Maybe I'm just stupid and there's just a nice way to open this. I feel like this is like always been the case with anything regarding something that's been shipped or packaged. I always just like a dog go at it, just ripping at it. My girlfriend, however, she will find the perfect way to open it, and it'll be perfect, and you can just reuse it again. So this one is personally exciting because I love this leader, and when I absolutely love this leader. I'm gonna try and go as fast as possible. So we got mono purple Luffy. All these have been mono. We got mono purple Luffy. He can on turn 2 or higher, basically. If you have 3 Dawn, that's the condition. You can pull your life and then take one of your Dawn and then put it as active. So it just gets you very, very consistent ramp. And he is he's a 5 life leader. But he's effectively like a 4 life leader because you're never not going to use his ramp. So let's get into it. Oh my goodness, do I see some full arts? I did not even know this was going to be part of the experience. Oh, that is dope. We got Monkey D. Luffy, 10 cost, 12k, vanilla. Now that is dope. So, next, we have a top 3 search spell that searches for Kid, Straw Hat, and Heart Pirate type cards. Next up, we have Honichi. This is a reprint. He's actually a reprint from a set, which is interesting to me. He is a 4 cost, 6k, vanilla statted, no counter. On play, if you have 8 or more Dawn in your field, 2 of your opponents gain negative 2,000 power during this turn. That honestly seems like a pretty good card. I don't see it enough. Maybe it's because the Straw Hat type variant has yet to be used, but this is seeing some major play in Japan. So we have Farnosuke. He is a 5-cost 4K, terribly statted, 2K counter with Dawn times 1. If you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, this character gains Rush. I've never really seen him be played out. Maybe there's some situations where you'll find that useful, but he's more for that 2K consistent search. We're going to go into next our very own Tony Chopper. Wait, that's not Tony Chopper. Chopper Iman. We got a 2-cost 3K, 1K counter, 1,000 counter on play. If you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, set up to one of your Straw Hat characters with 6,000 power or less as active. So it gives you a little protection on any card that you value that is a 6K card. Now, let's go to classic Zorojuro. We're going to want to see that. That is a 3-cost 4K, 1K counter. And every attack you take, if you have 3 or less life, add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active, giving you more consistent ramp. Okay, I'm rushing because we're running out of the battery. Look at this. This is a nice card. Jinbei, our boy. 5-cost 6K, 1K counter blocker. 5-cost 6K, good stats. Let's look at what he does. On your opponent's turn, if you have 10 Dawn, this character gets 1K more power. So he's a 5-cost 7K, effectively. That's really good. 5-cost 7K, that's just 2K. That gives you, that's a free 2K. We got Orabi. That's a 4-cost 5K, 1K counter. If you have, on play, if you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, KO up to one of your opponents with a cost of 3 or less. Don't know how good that is, but, maybe it'll get rid of some chump blockers. Maybe it's good for that. Let's see. We got Usohachi. 3-cost 4K, 2K counter. Dawn times 1. When attacking, if you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with cost 4 or less, letting you hit some blockers, actually. Quite a few blockers of 4 costs. 4-cost 5K blockers. We got... This card is really good. At least from what I can tell. You got a 5-cost 6K, 1K counter when attacking once per turn. If you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, draw 1 card. Valuable. You could just go with Chopper. And we're getting close to the end here. We got our Onami. Now look at the stats, bro. 4 cost, only 2K. 1K counter, this effect must be insane. Blocker. If you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, trash 1 card from your hand and draw 2. That could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. It's just a chump blocker, but still that could be pretty good. Now we got a 2 of. Mr. 2 of. Another 2K. Dude, we'd be using Usohachi as 2Ks a lot. So we got a 3-cost 3K, 2K counter, Usohachi. On play, if you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, a utility card. Not sure, so 3-cost 5K rest, or 3-cost 5-cost rest. I don't know how good that is, but, Now this is the card we're waiting for. This is the card that is on the cover. This is the one that we want. We have... Actually, I don't even know if it's on the cover. No, it's not on the cover. But, this is the guy who's on the cover. It is Luffy Taru. We got a 7-cost 8K. On play, Dawn -1. Play up to 1 purple Straw Hat type characters with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. Some nice push potential with this. Get some cards out. Cheat them out. Now this one's also a good card. 4 cost, 6K vanilla, vanilla statted. On play, look at the top 5 cards, reveal up to 1 purple straw hat, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. This is really good because on 4 cost, you're not going to want to miss putting this card down because you get to search. You get to put down a 6K vanilla body. Nothing wrong with that. Now, that concludes this particular run with these cards. This deck is going to be so saucy. I personally play the Rush Kaido variant where you are, putting down a blocker, Trafalgar Law to subtract some cards from your opponent's hand. You are just removing as much of your opponent's field as possible as you get to ramp and put down some really powerful statted cards. But this one is going to be more about working on your own field, going a little bit more wide, and yeah, just that's what the Straw Hat variant is. And personally, I might switch my deck out to be like that because I personally am a big fan of the main characters, and I don't think that's controversial to say. I'm so brave for that. But yeah, time to stop this video and replace it. Let's shut you up. And we are back. I have a new battery, freshly charged. Let's go to... What's he smoking? Smoker. What's up?
I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I've been here for what? How what time is it?
8:11.
It's 8:11. I've been here for like an hour, maybe. Look, I'm opening up a lot of decks. Am I happy? I'm very happy. I love One Piece. We have some more packs to open with the best packs. And if we hit manga today, I'll do a giveaway. I'll do a giveaway of an altar or some shit.
That's crazy.
It won't be, I'm not going crazy. It won't be like a crazy all art, but it'll be an all art. I'll hit a manga. Now the thing is, the only people who watch my channel are my friends. So I'll really be giving it away to my friends. But no, look, I'll try to make some rules, and whoever follows those rules will get it.
Yeah.
And then I'll do like a public roll. First person it lands on, it'll go to. Dude, why do I have so much trouble opening this shit? Am I just stupid? I should just use scissors. I'm like an ape. I'm not even like a Homo sapien. I'm just well, I guess we are apes. I'm not like a new ape, Just bang shit together. Don't even use tools that regularly. We got Smoker. I honestly don't really know what he does. Kind of know, but I wouldn't be certain. 1 Dawn, or Dawn times 1. Activate main once per turn. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost this turn. Then, if there is a character with a cost of 0, this leader gains 1,000 power for this turn. So, if you can handle it consistently, you get a 6K swing off pretty often. Okay, I already see some cards that I recognize, some reprints, but for the newer players, we recognize that is important. We got a 4 of, brand new. He is I believe a top 3 search? No. Yeah, he's a top 3 search for a Navy type card and then trash the last 2. So he helps you build your trash. He is a 2 cost, 3K, 1K counter. Another card I recognize, we got Virgo. He's a 5 cost 5K, 2K counter, He is Navy and Don Quixote Pirates type, and for 1 Don, you can make him not able to be KO'd in battle. So if the only form of removal your opponent has is KOing through battle, that is a good defensive mechanism. Now, up next, this is a nice card. Ice Age. This is a 1-cost event that allows you to subtract 5 from the cost of one of your opponent's characters, and then its trigger allows you to KO a 3-cost character. We have Yamakaji. He is just a 3-cost 5k vanilla. Now, up next, we have... Ooh, I like this guy. We got a 3-cost 3k Helmeppo. 1k counter. When attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. Then, if there is a character with a cost of 0, this character gains 2,000 power during this turn. So, potentially, if they have a 3-cost on board, you can use Smoker's Effect, give -1,000 to your opponent, and then you can use this effect to get a 5k swing off and a 6k swing off pretty consistently. Now we have Jaguar D Soul, a 4-cost 6k vanilla. 4 of. If I don't mention that there are 2 of, there are 4 of. We have a 2-cost 2k blocker, 1,000k counter. Yeah, he's just a blocker. Nothing too crazy about that. We have a very necessary card for some people. It's a 1-cost 0k 2k counter, and it is on play, give a character -2. So a very consistent tool for subtracting cost. Now here is a nice card. It is a 3-cost 4k 1k counter. On play, if you may trash 1 card from hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. So give you some more consistent KO potential. Probably some more consistent KO potential, at least from what I'm predicting. I don't know what this card does. We got a 3-cost 4k 1k counter. Blocker. Activate main. You may place 1 card from your trash to the bottom of your deck. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 during this turn. Probably like an okay card. I don't know. Don't play this deck, but it doesn't strike me as like insane. It just strikes me as a free... Whoa. Actually, I should be... You're trashing cards pretty consistently in black. So, being able to just get a free -1, that's pretty useful. So here we got a 2 of. We have Sengoku. 1-cost 1k. On play, trash 2 black type cards from your hand. If your leader is Navy type, draw 3. So he's not a searcher, but you get to trash 2 cards. 2 cards that you want to trash. Maybe for future Gecko Moria plays. And you get to draw 3. So that's really good. So we got back to 4Ks. We have Smoker with his beautiful eyes. This is likely when Tashigi takes over his body. We got a 6-cost 8k. You may trash 1 black Navy type card from your hand. Up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less cannot attack during the end of your until the end of your opponent's next turn. So, wait, what? Oh, okay. So it only is effective for 1 turn. It's a freeze for 1 turn. We like those. We like those. Now we're getting into our SRs. We have ourselves a 4-cost 6k vanilla statted Hina. Dawn times 1. Opponent's turn. This character gains +4, so it's 8 cost. Activate main. You may place one card from your trash to the bottom of your deck, up to one of your opponent or one of your rested Dawn Okay, I need to reread this. Give up to one of your rested Dawn cards to your leaders or one of your characters. So this is just going to be like a consistent smoker effect with a hard to move card that is vanilla statted. So I like that card a lot. We got 5 cost, 6k, 1k counter. On play, if your leader is smoker, give up to one of your opponent characters minus 4 cost during this turn. So this is already giving you like Ice Age type value. Activate main, if this character was played on this turn, trash up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. Wow. So you can consistently maybe remove, you can trash, not KO, you can trash a 5 cost off the opponent's board. But what you can do is you can play this card down. The reason it's activate main and then the conditional of if this card was played on this turn is you can put this card down, give -4 to a card, then use Smoker's effect to let's see, let me make sure I'm in focus. Hello? Am I in focus? Whatever. You can then give Smoker 1 Dawn, use his effect to make that 5 cost a 0. He goes up to 7k swing, and then bam, 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 you trash that card. So, this deck is looking pretty good. I mean, like, better off than it was, because previously, not gonna lie, Smoker, irrelevant. But Smoker is just like a fan favorite character. Like, I shouldn't keep using that because I feel like I use it too often. Maybe he's just like maybe everything is my favorite character, you know? Like, Smoker just has a really nice design. Like, everyone loves his like little staff that he wields. Everyone loves how he was introduced. We just love Smoker. His introduction was dope. I love how he smokes 2 cigarettes. What an insane thing to do. Don't smoke, kids. Speaking of people who have had insane introductions, Katakuri. Katakuri is by far one of the most popular fights in One Piece. I forget how long it spanned, but it was ridiculously long. Okay, I keep dropping the rule packet underneath me. We got another one of the best to open. And then gotta open up this packaging. And then, dude, I'm gonna have so much trash to clean. That's hilarious. So this is another one of the situations, like, for example, the Dawn, every single one of these decks has been out before with regards to the leader, just the leader, and maybe some of the cards inside, but not all of them. But the art, everyone gets a new art. So, Dawn, not Dawn Quixote. Dawn times 1, his effect, right? Dawn times 1. When attacking, look at 1 card at the top of your opponent's life, on top of your or your opponent's life, and then place it at the top or bottom of the life cards. This leader then gains 1,000 power. So, like, from the get-go, you're going to be doing 7k swings. Like, you're going to be doing 7k swings every single round. You're like a heavy hitter, on top of the fact that you get to predict your opponent's, like, what if your opponent's going to take that life, or if you're going to take that life, or if you even want to, like, you know, how you want to react to that life, right? So, I mean, Charlie Katakuri has been in the meta for some time. He's a generally good character, especially for newer players to play. Like, he's just really, he's like pretty simple with like a lot of depth. So, you should definitely pick him up. So we got Thunderbolt, 2-cost event. If you trash one card from the top of your life, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. And if you think about it, right? If you think about it, the cost 5 or less could technically have the potential of threatening a 7k swing. So, let me just, it's really hard to tell if I'm in focus. I need to maybe get like a monitor to help, like, when I'm filming this stuff. We got Ikoku's Sovereignty. Up to one of your leaders with a cost, one of your characters or leaders gains 5k power during this battle. And then the trigger says you may trash 2 cards from your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. So a good last-ditch resort to get an extra life. If your opponent's going for lethal, and all you have is bricks, we'd love to see that. We got Pekoms. It's a 3-cost 5k vanilla. We have Charlotte Daifuku. He is a 4-cost 5k 1k counter. Dawn times 1. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. Add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life, helping you cycle out. So, like, say you predict one of your cards, like you look at one of your cards using Katakuri, and you'd prefer that card not to be in your life. You'd prefer it to be in your hand. You can use this to then cycle him out. Cycle whatever card you need out. Okay, definitely seen this before. Strusin, 1-cost 1k 2k counter. On play, you may trash 1 card with a trigger from your hand and then KO an opponent with a cost 1 or less. Not a very strong on play. Probably better for like Black Yellow Lin. Maybe even. I don't know. But it's just a 2k counter. Like, it's whatever. Okay. Here we go. Gonna want this. 1-cost 2k, 1k counter. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Then reveal up to 1 Sanji or Big Mom Pirates type card other than Charlotte Pudding. Then add it to your hand and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. The reason it's a top 4 search is because there's a lot of Sanji cards out there. There's a lot of Sanji cards out there, and she's going to search for Sanji or Big Mom. Here we go. We got 4-cost 5k, 1k counter. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. This character gains 2,000 power during this turn. So, you know, potentially a wanted 7k swing. This is another reprint. We got Charlotte Galette. Just a 2-cost 2k blocker with 1k counter. Honestly, not that special. Really not that special. But, you know, you're not getting this deck for her. You're getting this deck for another reason. We got 4-cost 6k vanilla. Go with the Pekoms right there. We're getting to the end of this video. We got a 2 of in this deck. A 3-cost 2k, not great stats, so that effect must be insane. And then a 1k counter. On play, you may add 1 card from the top of your life to your hand. Just the top. Set up to 1 of your Big Mom Pirates type cards with 3 or less active. It's really not that insane. Rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. I wonder why. It doesn't strike me as that crazy, but I wonder what card this is trying to support. Maybe it's one of our SRs. Maybe one of our SRs has an insane when attacking. We got 3-cost, 3k, 2k counter, no activate main or anything, but the trigger says look up look at up to one card from the top of your or your opponent's life. Then place it at the top or bottom of your life. Then add this card to your hand. Oh wow! So you take this card out of your life. You then get to look at your opponent, look at your own card, and then you still get to keep this. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. You can get to still keep a 2K. Sorry, like, I know this is, like, ugly. I don't know. Like, I need to get a better lens that gets, like, allows me to, like, fully organize how I want to. But whatever. We got a 4-cost 5K. I wonder if this will interact with the Cracker characters. The Cracker soldiers. So we got a 4-cost 5K, 1K counter. Once per turn, if this character would be KO'd by an effect, you may trash one card from the top of your life instead. Okay. So he just sticks better, I guess. You may trash one card. So, trigger. You may trash one card from your hand, play this character. Okay. Well, we do like that. We do like to be able to develop bodies after, through our life, because then the next turn they come out and can swing. So we're getting into our big SRs. We have a 6-cost 7K. On play, you may trash one card from your hand, and then your opponent chooses one thing. Your opponent can trash 2 cards from their hand, or trash 1 card from the top of their life. So they either just trash 2 cards, or just lose a life. And I think they would often opt to choose a life, because trashing 2 cards can be devastating, especially at the point when you're playing this card out. So we got a 5-cost 6K. This is the last card we're going to be looking at that's like fresh. Got a 5-cost 6K, 1K counter, blocker, 5-cost 6K counter, or 5-cost 6K blocker. Activate main. You may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up. Give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. You know, that's a pretty generally good effect. Just a general effect. So anyway, I'm not sure how much this helps Katakuri. Like, Katakuri was already, like, in a good spot. A lot of these cards don't strike me as like, oh, this is insane. This is going to, like, bump Katakuri up a tier. Right? But it definitely will help. Like, any support is really useful. Also, like, just generally making it more, like, meta-resistant. Yeah. So, that's Katakuri for you. Oh, forgot about this card. And now, we get to go into the surprise part of this video, which might just, I might make it into another video. So I'm going to cut this video. I'm going to then link that to, link in the bottom in the description. I'm going to link that video so that it can kind of be its own thing if people just want to see that, right? So, with that being said, like, we got to see 5 decks. We got to see, or maybe it was 6. But I think it was 6. We got to see, let me just go off the dome here. 15 was Whitebeard, you know? That's an aggro deck for new players. We got to see Uta. We got to see, which Uta is just a consistent, like, search combo search combo character. Leader. We got to see 17, Don Quixote Doflamingo, which has spread the board wide, attack, 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 attack. We got to see 18, which is the Luffy, which is going to be just a very, like, kind of like, let's ramp and let's play some hefty, swinging, bruiser, like, mid-range characters. But that have, like, very powerful effects when you get up to 8 to 10 Dawn. And then we got to see Smoker, who, it's like this unique control with a slight bit of aggro. It's hard to tell how that deck really works. It's got a lot of different features to it. But it looks fun. And then we got to see, finally, Katakuri, who is going to be a very controlled aggression build that allows you to get some early hits off, but then once your opponent is, like, at, like, 3 life or 3 or 2 life, you're starting to play some bigger bodies. Some bodies that really, really just like make them question whether they're supposed to take their life or trash it. Or, you know, like maybe they just end up healing you. So, just a really good collection of starter decks. And yeah, we're happy to see them reprint them for the newer players. So that's pretty much it. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know who's your favorite starter deck, like in general. If you'll be getting any of these, and if there's any card that really strikes you as like, damn, this is going to shift the meta. So yeah, peace.